Okay, I think I finally got this figured out. Hi, everybody. Um, my name's Laurel, if you don't know me. I think most of you probably do. Um, I want to join in with all those who have offered to, teach something or offer a free class or whatever else, because I just think that's a great thing to do when we're all stuck at home with this whole pandemic thing. So that's what I'm going to do. So I am going to teach you guys how to make a digital scrapbook page, and let me show you what that is going to look like. So that is the page that that I was going to do. Going to have you guys do along with me if you want to do this. I have everything written down in the notes of where to find what you need. A lot of it is free. There are a few things that are paid, and I will let you know about that in just a minute. So first things first, what we're going to do, what you need first is a laptop. And you just you can't do this on a tablet. You can't do this on a phone. There are programs that you can do scrapbooking on those types of devices, but it really lacks power and functionality and things like that. And for me, I don't think it's worth it. So the first thing I'd like you to do is to go to the Adobe website, which I've linked for you, and go over to the site here, and you're going to click on free trial for Photoshop Elements. And you're going to download that program. There's one for both Windows and Mac, so you should be covered either way. The biggest thing is that Photoshop Elements has a lot of power. It has the ability to do a lot of really cool things that you just can't do on a tablet, on a phone, or anywhere else, and you have to have a laptop to run that. Okay? So that's just what we have to do. So let me get back here. So I just think that it's worth your while to do this on your laptop and to download a trial of Photoshop Elements. You can use it for free for 30 days. After that, it will cost you $100, which I know is kind of pricey, but you can either choose to, at that time, save your files on your computer, which you won't lose them. If you make a scrapbook page, you save it to your computer, and then you can watch on places like Amazon and the Adobe website, and they do occasionally run sales, and you can do that way. I personally think the software is worth it to invest in, and like next year, if they do a Photoshop Elements 2021, you don't have to go out and buy it. You can probably use this software for a few years before it becomes unusable or outmoded or whatever. I would say we'd have quite a long time. So if you look at it that way, over time it'll pay for it. It will pay for itself. So if you have the Adobe Photoshop Creative Cloud subscription, you can use that. There'll be a few things that are different because that's the full version of Photoshop, and I'm not using that. I'm using Elements, which I prefer. Occasionally you can find versions of Photoshop Elements on eBay and things like that, but you have to be careful. You do not want anything older than Photoshop Elements 14. The ones I see on eBay are like Photoshop Elements 2 or 3 or 4. You wouldn't be able to run those. So do be a little wary about that, and make sure you're getting a more current version. You're probably going to have to. It'd probably be best to buy from a newer version if you could. So anyways, that's that. I'm not really a fan of other programs like Paint Shop. I mean, I think they're great for other applications, but for digital scrapbooking, if you go and buy kits and things like that from digital scrapbook stores, Photoshop Elements and Photoshop are the programs that creators and designers are making their products for. So just do be aware of that, all right? And let me see. And then the next thing you'll need to get is is the scrapbook kit. Now this is from an online store called Scrapvine. This is one of their free kits that they offer, and it's a darling kit. It has a lot of wonderful things in it. You don't have to pay for it, you just need to download it. When you download digital kits, all the files are zip files. And what that means is they're zipped up or squished or compressed down into a smaller size so that you can download them easily without it taking hours and hours for you to download your kit, all right? So when you're going to I suggest you download these to a place on your computer, a folder where you can find these again. And then when you go to these files, what you're going to do is they're going to look like either a little piece of paper or a little file folder that has a zipper on it. And when you click on those files, they're going to expand and you're going to see everything inside them. And they'll be their big full sizes so that you can take them out and use them. So just so you're aware of that, bug me with questions if it's confusing to you, and I will let you know on that. But I've linked this in my notes as well. And let's see. The other thing you'll need is a font called Alright Scrapbooky, which is one of my favorite fonts for doing journaling on my scrapbooks. You don't have to do this. This is optional. This is a free download. It will not cost you anything. But if you'd rather just not deal with it, and you would rather just, use something you have on your computer already, that's just fine. It really doesn't matter. Okay. And let's see. Then let's see if this is something that's optional. This is a set of drop shadows. They're going to your layer styles in Photoshop Elements, which we'll kind of talk about later. This will cost you about $4. But you can see, like looking at the pictures, that this will put little shadows behind flowers. Or like these flowers or the papers. It'll add some dimension to your pages so that things don't look quite so flat. I love this thing. I scrapbook with it almost every single time I make a page because it's such a handy tool to make my pages look more dimensional and more realistic. But if you do not want to get this kit, if you don't want to spend the money, that is cool. I can show you at the end of our first lesson together how to add a general layer or shadow to everything in the background, and it won't be that hard, and it'll look fine. I just like this because it gives more different kinds of shadows that look more detailed. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to give you guys a couple days to get everything ready, to get everything installed and downloaded and on your computer. And then we can scrapbook together, and I'll be back on in the next couple days to let you know when that is. So what you should do between now and then to get everything going is if you're going to do, get your Photoshop Elements downloaded on your laptop. When you put the disk in your computer, you need to make sure it's the right one for either Windows or Mac, whichever computer you have, and then it'll prompt you as you go along to what to do to get the program installed on your computer. And that should be pretty easy and straightforward. Once you get that done, then I have a video on my YouTube channel, which I've also linked down below, which you can go and watch. You watch about the first 7 or 8 minutes, and it'll show you how to set up Photoshop Elements, the editor, which is their main workspace inside the program. I show you easily how to set it up to make scrapbooking a snap, and it won't take you very long at all. If you've decided to buy those drop shadow layer styles that I showed you, then you watch a little further. There's a section on actions which you can skip, and then the next section is on how to load layer styles into Photoshop Elements, and it's pretty easy. It's pretty easy, and I show you how to do it. So that should be good. And get your font installed, your scrapbook kit downloaded, and all the zip files expanded and ready to go, and put them in a place where you can find them again. And if you don't like that page kit and you want to do something else, like you want to make a page about your baby or a family vacation or something else like a birthday party, I can get you if you want to just let me know, I can point you to where you can find some kits in more of a style that you would like. A lot of them will be paid for, but they're usually really cheap compared to traditional scrapbook supplies. So that is up to you. So I will get back to you guys in just a few days, in a day or two, and let you know when I'm going to go live again, and we can get started and make our scrapbook page together. So yeah, throw me a comment down below if you have anything that you need to ask or something that would be helpful or whatever, and I will talk to you later. Okay, bye.